Hello, before we get into this update, I want to let you guys know that I did end up putting some spring water into the Ecosphere about 2 days after making it. And this was simply because the water was still too murky for my liking, even after it had settled out a little bit. And also, there was a good amount of room left at the top of the container, so I just thought, why not? If you guys end up wanting to add extra water to your Ecosphere, just make sure that it is spring water, because it doesn't have any chlorine, which could potentially kill any organisms in your Ecosphere, which tap water and distilled water could kill some organisms. So just make sure you do spring water if you're going to add water to your Ecosphere like I did. And one more thing I wanted to say was I ended up taking the lid off of the container for an entire day, or for an entire 24 hours, and this was because I was feeling like it needed to get a little bit more oxygen in there. But after this, I'm not going to be taking the lid off anymore, because I just want to see if it can be self-sustaining now. So now these are going to be clips of the 1 week update, starting here. So right here we're looking at some air bubbles. I think those are little oxygen bubbles, which is very exciting because that could mean we're on the way to seeing some algae growing in this ecosphere, which would be a great source of oxygen and another source of food if there are any organisms left in here. And that's our little plants that sunk to the bottom, but it seems to still be doing okay. There are actually a couple plants that didn't really stay on top. I think it's because I poured the water on top of them. I should have poured the water first before putting the plants in there, but seems like they're still doing fine. And here you can see we have some condensation forming. There's more than enough liquid in there. So if you peer through the water droplets, you can see that there is a white fuzzy mold growing on those leaves in there. And yeah, it looks really fluffy. I don't know what to do about it. And also, if you guys remember the little millipede that I put on a stick to put into the ecosphere, he's dead now, and it makes me sad, but I actually think he didn't live in here at all, because it seemed like he was hurt when I was putting him in there, because the next day after checking on him, he was still on top of that stick, so I don't think he ever really moved. I think he could have been dead to begin with, which is sad. But yeah, he looks really mushy now, which I'm sorry if I did that to you, little guy, but you're gonna move on to your next life. There's also some black dots that are forming on these leaves, which I have no idea what that is. It could be another form of mold, but I don't know if it's some type of eggs. I have no idea. If anyone knows, please comment below to share. Yeah, then this is some sludge forming on the top layer. Sludge. And that looks like more white fuzzy mold below that stick. And here's a better look at that sludge. And there's also like a little black dot on the side. It's like kind of goopy looking. I don't know if that was just splashed up or if that is now growing on the side. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see once we get going. And here's a better look at that white mold on the stick. Yeah, so those leaves are looking a little floppy. I think it might not be getting enough sunlight, so I'm gonna actually move it closer to a window so it can get some more sunlight. Even though it's in our sunroom with windows all over, I feel like it could use some more sunlight just for those little plants. And also, I want to know what y'all think about that mold, because part of me wants to take care of that, but at the same time, whatever is going to happen in here is going to happen, and I really want to be hands off from here on. But what do you guys think? Do you think I should get rid of the mold or keep it? Comment below what you think, and keep an eye out for another update video. And also, like I said before, if you haven't seen the first video, go ahead and take a look at that. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.